Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I was talking a little while ago and I mentioned something paranormal in one of my videos, and someone said, "You don't believe in ghosts, do you?" I said, "Well, yeah, I've had a few paranormal experiences and I know all that exists." And I sat down the other day and I actually went through some of the things that happened to me. And I didn't go through all of them because I just kind of ran out of time and forgot stuff. And I thought of a couple more things. I think I will do a video about them as well. So I talked about what was my first paranormal experience when I was younger, and it was just a very strange experience. It didn't involve ghosts or spirits or anything like that. It was just something really strange that happened. Now, the second thing that ever happened to me was, and this is probably the weirdest and probably the most embarrassing. I had a friend who was into transcendental meditation and stuff like that, and he had some books and that, and we were just talking about stuff, and he gave me something to read. I can't remember what it was. And I was trying to meditate and trying to open my mind and, all of that. And I just got a really splitting headache, and I just sort of had to lay down because my head was hurting. And then, it's really strange, I opened my eyes and there were all these people standing around my bed. And I'm like, why are these people in my room? And they're mostly old people, and they were showing me things. Like, I felt like they were trying to give me presents or something, like it was Christmas or something. It was just the weirdest experience. I'm like, why are these people in my room? Just get out. And I just sort of tried to close my eyes and sort of roll over and like pretend they weren't there, and they wouldn't go away. And I got out. I went to my mum's room, which is next door, and I just said to my mum, "There's people in my room. I can't sleep. Can I sleep in your bed?" Now, I was 16 at the time, and my mum had a single bed, so I was basically perched on the end of the bed, almost falling off. And she had a really high bed with a wooden floor with no carpet, so it really would have hurt if I'd fallen off. I didn't. But I slept there for an hour or so. But I went back into the room and they were still there. And then I went back. I did actually sleep there for a couple of hours, and then I went back and they were gone. I got back in my bed and I slept. And it was the weirdest thing. I didn't understand what that was. I didn't understand who these people were. They didn't seem to be like real. They seemed to be like ghosts or spirits or something, but I just didn't understand what was happening. It was scary. It was like, it's not like you have trespassed in your house and you can call the police and have them removed. Like it was just scary. And what it reminded me of, if you've ever seen Medium, and this freaked me out when I saw it, the first scene in Medium, the TV show, she's sitting in bed with her husband. He's talking to her. She's not really paying attention. She's looking out across the room, and then they reverse shot to what she's looking at, and there's just a whole bunch of people standing at the end of her bed staring at her, like wanting her attention. I'm like, that was just like what that made me think of what I saw. And with them holding things out, what I sort of understood from that, after I sort of looked into mediums, and that a lot of times when people are communing with the dead, they're trying to communicate. They can't always speak, so they show them things that would mean something to the other person. Like they show them, like, some ornament or something, and the person can say they're holding out like a giant red seashell, and the person's like, "Oh, that's what we, that's what we had. We picked up from the beach, and this meant something." That's how they communicate. And I'm like, so that's what these people were doing. They were trying to show me things. They were trying to communicate with me, because I had like opened something in my mind that allowed me to like be receptive to this or something. And I've never meditated since. I'm afraid to do it. I just don't ever want whatever doorway was opened in my mind that I saw, or whatever happened. I don't want that to ever happen again. So I don't meditate. I don't do anything like that. And it was just a really scary experience, because I couldn't control it. I didn't choose to do it, and I couldn't stop it from happening, and I couldn't make these people go away. They eventually did. And I went, and I never asked my mum about it. I said, like, I think I actually did. I said, "So, yeah, did you happen to notice I came and slept in your bed the other night? Like, was that not a concern?" And she was sort of like, she was just half asleep. She didn't care. So, and I did do that when I was a kid quite a bit. I used to go and sleep between my mum and my dad. So maybe it just didn't seem that odd for her, for a child to want to get in bed and go to sleep because they had a problem, even though they were now 16. I don't know. It was just, I felt embarrassed, but I was just scared. I didn't know what was happening. And, when I went in my room, they didn't follow me into my mum's room. So I'm like, I'm not going back to my room because there's people in there. It was pretty wild when I actually think about it. But nothing like that has happened since. And like I said, I've never tried transcendental meditation or just regular meditation or anything since then, because I'm scared that I have the ability to like see things, and I don't want to. I don't want to. It's not fun. It's not entertaining. It's not like exciting or something. It's scary, and you can't control it, and you feel powerless, and it just makes you feel just how small you are in the universe. It's not a good experience. So that's I wanted to share that. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of that. And if you've had any experience like that, please feel free to share it. Thanks. Bye.